Hello and welcome everyone. I'm Mr. Vintage and I'm back again with another review. This is the 1 to 144th scale, high grade, Seravee Gundam GNHW. The Ariartes mobile suit from the season 2 of the Gundam OO. This high grade consists of 9 runners including the 2 sets of polycups, a small size figure sheet, and a manual. This high grade took me a while to build because of the part counts, but don't get me wrong, it's not that hard to build. It's very straightforward like an high grade should be. This kit is another variant of the original Seravee Gundam back then, and for that reason, the original part is included in this kit, and that's the original side skirt and the vernier on the shoulder. And the new added part of this kit are the 4GN field and the bazooka. Not this bazooka, but this bazooka. And maybe you're wondering why is that the bazooka is black, because I actually now using that for my Seraphim Gundam. Now, as usual, I like to talk about what I like about in this kit, and what I don't like. And first, what I like of course is the Seraphim Gundam on the back of this Gundam. It's not transformable, but the way it's in there, it's a great bonus. And actually, the HG Seraphim Gundam can be also equipped to that, which is great. And the things that I don't like about in this kit is the joint, especially on the shoulder and the hand. It's too loose, or just the weapon is too big for the joint to handle. And also the negative aspect about in this kit is that the clear parts is not painted. Yeah, I know, it can easily painted, but it will be nice to have a already colored clear part. Now let's move to the articulation. Well, as you can see, it's another chunky Gundam, so let's see what it can do. Let's start on the head. And the head is on a ball joint, which give us the up, down, side to side, and at last, a full head rotation. Next, the arms all the way up, very limited because of the armor. Arm can rotate, bicep swivel, elbow joint, and the hand is on a ball joint. And what is unique to the Season 2 Gundam of the series is the secondary joint in the arm, which gives the Gundam more movability and reach. The chest has slight ab crunch, but a nice side-to-side movement, and a full rotation. But if the backpack is attached, you can't do that because it will collide with the side skirt. Now, speaking of side skirt, the side skirt is on a ball joint, can hinge front and back, and upward and downward. Next, the legs all the way up, super limited because of the GN cannon and the knee. But if you bend it slightly before doing that, you can actually raise it higher. Next, the legs all the way to the back, great, but if the backpack is attached, the movement to the back is close to nothing. Next, the knee bend, it's actually good. Now, this GN cannon can also move upward and downward, and it can also extend slightly. Now, the foot side to side, and lastly, the foot bend. And now, let's move to the backpack. This backpack I mentioned earlier is the Seraphim Gundam. It can transform in the anime, but this thing is not transformable, but it has some articulation. First, this GN cannon. Actually, this is the arm of the Seraphim Gundam. It can move upward and downward, and rotate to this extent. Next, these clavicle pins can also move, and what is great about in this is that the space plate can move down and reveal that it is actually a big Gundam head chest. Now, this thing has no front skirt, but the side skirt can move. Next, the leg can't extend, but it can swivel. So, the Seravee Gundam has a decent amount of movability. It's not great, but what it can give to you is also what actually you will just be needed. And the fact that it have many movable parts is also indicate that it's an awesome kit. So overall is fine for me. So now let's move to the added weight to this Gundam, and that is the GN Heavy Weapon System Bazooka. First, the GN Field Generator. Just like on the Gundam Virtue, this container can slide up to recreate the active state of the GN Field Generator. And this thing on the shoulder of the backpack is, I assume, is a GN particle container, because it has no sliding panel just like the 4. Now, this is the Seravee Gundam GNHW and everything that it comes with. And there's no much in here. It's just the GN Bazooka 2 and the GN Beam Machine Gun for the Gundam Seraphim. The GN Bazooka 2 is not like the GN Bazooka of the Gundam Virtue that can extend. But what this bazooka can do is to split up and become two separate GN Bazooka. Next, the GN Beam Machine Gun. This weapon is added for the Seraphim Gundam to wield, to complement for the Seravee Gundam upgraded look. And it's odd because it comes with a colored clear part, when the others is not. Now let's move to the size comparison. Like the Gundam Virtue, this thing is huge and bulky, so let's compare it to the HG Gundam Virtue, another chunky Gundam, high grade Gundam Arios, petite guy, and for the next review, the backpack itself, Seraphim Gundam. So that's the Seravee Gundam. It's very unique and awesome kit. It has a cool weapon, bulky design, while still giving us a decent amount of motion. Not to mention the cool backpack. And that's all. All I can say is this kit is a very awesome kit. And that's all. Thank you. See you on the next review.